Bali is a magical and mystical place with endless activities for all kinds of travelers. This charming Indonesian island has everything you could possibly want, whether you're looking for outdoor activities, a buzzing cultural scene, a peaceful beach getaway at a resort, a spa day with the girls, or a spiritual encounter. Nature enthusiasts can ride through colorful landscapes where rice terraces bristle in the golden sun, climb the peaks of lushly covered volcanoes, and marvel at gushing waterfalls and epic waves at Bali's stunning beaches. Vultures of culture will also find a lot to adore. Pay homage at Bali's revered temples, tour nearby villages, or discover crafts that date back hundreds of years. We're going to examine the top 10 activities in Bali that have received the highest ratings in this video. Let's get right to it. At 10, escape to the Nusa Islands. Nusa Lembongan is the most frequented of these three slower-paced islands, around 20 kilometers offshore from Sanur. Speedboat access is convenient. Engage in here are diving, snorkeling, surfing, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, and observing the nearby seaweed growers. Dream Beach, Mushroom Bay, and the Devil's Tears blowhole are not to be missed. Nusa Penida is the largest of the island trio. Rough rock formations, caverns, coral reefs, a bird sanctuary, and well-liked diving sites with turtles and manta rays may all be found there. A must-do here is the steep hike down to Keeling King Beach, also known as T-Rex Bay. It's one of the top beaches in Asia and a popular spot for Instagrammers. The smallest of the three islands, Nusa Ceningan, is well known for its stunning blue lagoon, a well-liked spot for cliff divers. Insider tip, you can always schedule a day trip if your Bali itinerary doesn't allow for a stay here. At 9, catch a wave at a Bali surf spot. Bali is well known for its excellent surf breaks. Great place to improve your skills, whether you're a novice or an experienced wave rider. The popular tourist destinations of Kuta, Seminyak, and Canggu's Echo Beach offer beginner surfers mild waves, surfboard rentals, and reasonably priced lessons. Just head to the beach and find a cellar along the shore. But some of Bali's best surf places are a little further away. Dreamland on the Bukit Peninsula is best ridden at low tide. It attracts skilled surfers in large swells and others when the waves are less. Uluwatu's legendary surf breaks are more technical, and the view of one of Bali's famous Uluwatu temple, perched on the cliff top, makes surfing here a magical experience. Padang Padang is renowned as the Balinese pipeline. Here, surfers of all stripes come to watch the annual Rip Curl Cup, and expert surfers ride the big barrel breaks over the reef. Blue Point, Green Bowl, Balangan, Bingin, and Niang Niang are other popular surf spots for intermediate and more advanced wave riders. And now, at 8, browse the shops in Seminyak and Canggu. Boho design beachwear, bags, and bangles. You'll find all this and more along the busy streets of Seminyak and Kang. Alternatively, get handcrafted silver jewelry at Sea Gypsy. Walk around Seminyak Village, an air-conditioned Western-style mall full of shops selling everything from jewelry and souvenirs to clothing and shoes, for a one-stop shopping experience. Additionally, you can peruse the shops in the more intimate outdoor Seminyak Square. Looking for a real bargain? Numerous of these same designer stores and other trendy boutiques can be found in Canggu. One Love offers eco-friendly, limited edition clothing designs made by independent designers. Cove is another interesting destination. It features island-style furnishings, apparel, and jewelry. Indigo Luna also has its flagship store here, where it sells eco-friendly swimwear and yoga gear. At 7, hike to Bali's waterfalls. Waterfall aficionados are spoiled for choice in Bali. Certain falls are undiscovered gems that tumble from mossy rocks on forested paths into serene pools. Others are situated on brief, often visited paths for tourists. Wherever you travel in Bali, it's likely you'll find a waterfall within a short drive. Most require a small fee, but hiking to them is one of the best cheap things to do in Bali. Pool Waterfall, a set of roughly 7 falls, is arguably one of Bali's most beautiful cascades, but getting to it isn't easy. The 3 to 4 hour round-trip walk involves navigating a dirt road and steep steps. One of Bali's most well-known waterfalls, Git Waterfall, is also easier to reach. Stroll down a wooden boardwalk to this twin-streamed wonder. You'll pass over a small gorge, cross cool streams, and come across macadamia nut and fragrant spice trees along the way. Tibumana Waterfall is a beautiful cascade that empties into a clear pool, and Tiganungan is also a worthwhile visit. A huge resort overlooks these falls, but what it lacks in solitude, it compensates for inconvenience. This is one of the closest major waterfalls to the bustling resort districts of Kuta, Sanur, and Ubud. Next up at 6, swing over the Tiga-Laleng Rice Terrace. Bali is well known for its photogenic experiences, and the Tiga-Laleng Rice Terraces are a prime example. Not only may you gaze a patchwork of vivid greens at this, a World Heritage Site, but you can also soar above it in a big sweep. It's a thrilling way to take in this historic attraction's splendor. Enjoy a coffee tasting in a small hut with a view of the rice fields to round out your swing. Don't forget to sample the renowned Kopi Luwak, which is prepared from coffee beans excreted by civets. It truly does taste better than it sounds. North of Ubud, Tiga-Laleng Rice Terrace is roughly a half-hour's drive away. Next up at 5, watch a Kikak fire dance at Pura Luhur Uluwatu. Pura Luhur Uluwatu, one of Bali's most well-known temples, is perched majestically above a sea cliff. The temple is believed to protect Bali from evil sea spirits. The ideal time to visit is at sunset. Not only can you witness the temple glow in the late golden light and drink up the spectacular vistas, but you can also enjoy the special Kikak and fire dance display. Performances held each evening are one of the highlights of a visit here. Both adults and children are captivated by the captivating dances, vibrant traditional costumes, and roaring flames. The temple is only open to Hindus, but you are welcome to stroll around, observe the mischievous monkeys, and look outside as the sun sets and the sky comes to life. Now at 4, climb to the top of Mount Batur, or Mount Agung. Seeing the sunrise from the misty pinnacle of 1,700-meter-high Mount Batur is one of the most famous things to do in Bali. However, you'll have to set your alarm because the walk starts in the dark before dawn. Anyone with ordinary fitness, including older youngsters, should be able to tackle this hike. The trailhead is approximately 1.5 hours drive from Ubud and 2.5 hours drive from Seminyak. The ascent, which takes 2 to 3 hours and is best done on a clear day, is made by well-marked routes. Once at the summit, you can look out over the caldera to the shimmering expanse of Lake Batur and the surrounding mountains. Bali's highest mountain is not Mount Batur, despite its popularity as a hiking destination. Mount Agung, rising to a height of 3,031 meters, holds that honor. If you're a more experienced hiker and prefer a less traveled track, you can hire a guide for this lengthier, more strenuous walk. Another mountain trip to consider, if you're a socially concerned visitor, is the award-winning Mount Abang trek on the northern slopes of Bali's mountains. You are improving the lives of people in the area with each step you take, as the cost supports village-based projects. And at 3, visit the sacred monkey forest. One of the most well-liked activities in Ubud is taking a stroll through the monkey forest, which is more than just a place to take selfies with monkeys. It's an evocative trip through a mysterious jungle, also dubbed the Sacred Monkey Forest Sanctuary. This verdant area illustrates the healthy coexistence between humans and wildlife. Paths meander beneath colossal banyan and nutmeg trees, revealing the remnants of hallowed shrines and moss-covered temples beneath entwining vines. One of the sanctuary's 3 temples, the 14th century Pura Dalem Agung Kadangkagal, is located on the southwest side of the forest. Beji, an old bathing temple, is another striking photo location and is tucked away next to a refreshing stream. Yes, there are a lot of monkeys around. Wandering groups of gray, long-tailed makakis walk freely among the temple ruins. For those who enjoy taking photos and animals in particular, this is one of the best locations to explore in Ubud. Now at 2, bask on Bali's beaches. Bali's beaches vary greatly from one location to another. Are you looking for rustling palms and silky golden sand? Visit Nusa Dua Beach, a honeymoon hotspot situated on a private peninsula and surrounded by a gated resort area. The regularly combed sands here are flanked by some of Bali's greatest resorts. Ran Bay is the ideal place to unwind on the powder-soft white sand, cool off in the usually placid sea, and have a seafood lunch al fresco. Is great for sailing, kite surfing, and kite flying. The best places to take in the scene are the beaches in Canggu, Kuta, Legion, and Seminyak. Double Six Beach in Seminyak is a great place to people watch. You can rent a sun lounger, unwind under a vibrant umbrella, and have easy access to restaurants and resorts. Bali is well recognized for its surfing beaches. Dreamland, Canggu, Balangan, Bingin, Padang Padang, and Niang Niang, or the cliff-fringed secret coves of Uluwatu, are the best places to surf if riding the swells is your main priority. And finally, at number 1, watch the sunset at Puratana Lot. Puratana Lot is the temple you should visit if you can only see one while in Bali. One of the most well-liked tourist destinations in Bali is this. Among all the temples in Bali, this sacred sea temple has one of the most breathtaking settings, perched on its own rocky islet and caressed by foaming waves. Sunset is the most popular time to visit. It's even better if it coincides with low tide, when the narrow spit of land emerges from the frothy sea and you can walk across to the temple. Even though foreigners are not permitted inside the temple, it is nevertheless a breathtaking sight. Spend some time exploring the other temples and shrines within the complex after you've taken all the pictures you want. One of the highlights is Batu Balong, which is a sea temple connected to the shore by a rocky causeway. Stroll along the paths, peruse the market stalls, unwind at the cafes and restaurants perched on the cliff, and try the local speciality, Kopi Luwak, civet coffee. It's not unusual to come across one of the amiable civets napping on the tables. They're excellent subjects for Instagram pictures. We hope you enjoyed this whirlwind tour of Bali's most captivating sights and experiences. Whether you're planning your first trip or your 10th, Bali never ceases to amaze with its rich culture, natural beauty, and endless adventures. If you loved what you saw, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with fellow travelers, and hit that subscribe button for more incredible journeys with Scenic Explorer. Let us know in the comments where you'd like us to take you now. Until then, keep exploring and stay inspired.